turn cutie. Oh, you're such a beauty. What a secret we keep. What would I do if you leave? Hey, where's your Nike? Like what's goody? Oh, I know. How about another picture of my Woody? Holy shit, this is just some trolling me. She got me. I gotta play it. Let me just run and rant to my best friend Marty. Hey, how you doing, fat? I know yesterday I was wishing death on your whole family, jumping up and down, exposing my Woody. All he could say to cross-eyed gaze is, it's your turn, goofy. I guess it's my turn. A lesson I'll never learn. Being a heap-o-file never really got me anywhere, I swear. Every damn day, neutral getting me to play. So I start jerking on my gherkin till mommy comes and says, Kate is live streaming me. It's my turn, cutie. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh. It's my turn, cutie. So there I am, showing off some art. It may have been stolen, but hey man, every goblin needs a start. Before I knew what hit me, like Santa ass dropping down from a chimney. Kate comes in, turns out she was pretending to be 10. I start freaking acting like a toddler. Drool is flowing, raps I'm dropping. Here comes my cobbler, tells me put my gobbler back in pants. Put that shit back in your pants. So listen here, Kate, I'll harm your daughter and your husband, because I'm mad at the fact that you caught me red-handed. I can't stand it. So I'm screaming, neighbors think I'm a demon, get her dirty dreaming. And all Kate can say is, it's your turn, goofy. I guess it's my turn. A lesson I'll never learn. Being a heap-o-file never really got me anywhere, I swear. Every damn day, neutral getting me to play. So I start jerking on my gherkin till mommy comes and says, Kate is live streaming me. It's my turn, cutie. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh. It's my turn, cutie.
Hey, watch your mouth. No wonder people don't like you.
So listen here, Kate, I'll harm your daughter and your husband, because I'm mad at the fact that you caught me red-handed. I can't stand it. So I'm screaming, neighbors think I'm a demon, at her 30 dreaming. And all Kate can say is, it's your turn, goofy. I guess it's my turn. A lesson I'll never learn. Being a heap-o-file never really got me anywhere, I swear. Every damn day, neutral getting me to play. So I start jerking on my gherkin till mommy comes and says, Kate is live streaming me. It's my turn, cutie. Ooh, oh, oh.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the best Sunday lolcow show that always airs on a Monday. And since, as you can tell, I'm a little bit sick, it'll probably air on a Tuesday. But you know what? It's coming out nonetheless. And there's something else that's coming out. This Halloween, Cyraxx is possibly going to have the worst day of his life. There's supposed to be a big Halloween bash up at his house. I think Music Biz Marty's supposed to show up, but you never know until that actually happens. But fingers crossed. And we all know what's going to happen. As soon as that Halloween date hits, Cyraxx is going to have nothing but meltdown. So here's a nice start for you guys. On Halloween, on Major Chinchilla's channel, or Major Chilla, excuse me, we're going to be having Raxaween, the biggest event to come out in lolcowdom, at least on the Cyraxx community ever. Me, Lemur, tons of other guests are going to be there. It's going to be a blast. But for right now, that's the future. And in the present, The Crooked Eye Samurai is here to show us that he is not to be defeated, except when airstrikes come in. Because when the drones show up, Cyrax immediately jumps on the phone, bro. I was like, listen, cops, I know you've been here 7 times today, but you're going to have to come back again because you're not going to believe what happened. And Lemur, can you only guess what happened to Cyrax just a few days ago? In fact, it might have even been yesterday by the time of this recording.
Has he got kicked out yet?
He hasn't got kicked out. That's something we're gonna be looking at first. I forgot that was the first video. That's my bad, homies. But he didn't get kicked out yet from what I know. But besides like a kick stream he had that he quickly deleted the entire kick channel, from my best guess, Sally said, "You know what, Chance? I don't care what Ed said. You're gonna stay. You're my boy, and we're gonna kick it forever." And Ed was like, "Well, I do have a nice side piece with Cyrax. The cops are only a minor inconvenience. I'll just take an extra couple perk 30s and we'll chill this one out." So they ended up not kicking Cyrax out, but time will tell. When Halloween rolls around, if things actually pop off, that might be like the final straw. If this is the catalyst, that'll be the final straw, the Halloween bash. If it doesn't do it, nothing will.
We'll just have to wait and see, folks. And y'all are going to have to go out there, show your support.
Yeah, think about it. Like, if you lived in the Ohio area, wouldn't you want to go see like the local legend, like the local horror tale around your town? Like, hey, there's this weird guy who stays up all hours of the night screaming, and he stares out his window looking for the scary music business Marty, who's totally real. And it's like music is Marty is obviously real, but in like the legends, like the guy doesn't even exist, but he just stands there screaming all night. And you're like, that's not a reality. That's no way someone like that exists. And you go up there, you go to Akron, and all of a sudden you see him just peering through his window, goblin formed out. And it's like, whoa, oh man, this is definitely who I'm egging every Halloween from now on.
Yeah, that would be quite the sight indeed. So, Cyrax has been up to no good, just like always. Recently, like Chinchilla said, he's been getting a lot of the police visits. Today, we're going to be looking at one of those police visits, but before, I wanted to take a look at this call of Cyrax pleading to his homie. He's trying to get him to basically understand that he's about to get kicked out and he needs to get taken in. So he's like begging this dude to take him in, and we're just gonna have to see what happens, folks. But I've watched this video a couple times, and I gotta say, it's some really good Cyrax content. What do you think about this video, Chinchilla? You have any specific thoughts on this
Yeah.
video?
Yeah, I was gonna wait till you played it, but like I just have to say this off the rip. Throughout the entire phone call, CIA Hole is the one cow wrangler for Cyrax that he constantly goes back to. If he's gonna go to anyone's house and stay, it might be CIA Holes, right? But you never hear CIA once say, "Okay, Cyrax, you can come stay here." He is just avoiding that. He's literally hoping. You can hear it in his voice, like, man, I hope Cyrax doesn't has to come live with me because this is just gonna ruin the troll because it's gonna be a no. Like, anyone with a functioning brain is going to tell Cyrax no. But honestly, I think Cyrax is so stupid. He's just not calling the right people, man. You call the right person, boom, instant tiny shed, camera 24/7, dancing. Maybe have him do some food combos, some Cobra parodies, and you got free money. It's basically like Mr. Based in World of T-shirts, pretty much. That would be exactly what's happening.
Imagine a Cyrax homeless arc. How crazy would that be? It would be like he'd be like Daniel Larson essentially. I'd assume that he'd be
Oh gosh,
really
yeah.
focused on housing. I mean, apparently he already is. He's not even kicked out yet, and he's already pleading with somebody trying to look for a place to stay. So this dude, imagine him walking around the streets. He's already got like really bad hygiene. I feel like it would just be a whole nother Larson over again. But y'all gotta let me know what you think would happen if Cyrax had a homeless arc in the comments, because I want to know y'all's thoughts.
I think Danny Boy just has like far better survival instincts than Cyrax does. Like, I don't think Cyrax would have the nerve Like Cyrax is insane, right? But I don't think he would have the nerve to walk into restaurants, order, and just not pay, like just run out of it. I feel like he would actually sit there until the cops came and arrested him. Does anyone else remember this? It's like the Daniel Larson homeless arc. We always thought it would be like when it happens, it'll be so insane, and it was. But it's just like it becomes like passing events. Like when we think Cyrax is going to be homeless, I think we all think it's going to be like this big, huge event, but really all it's gonna be is just, like, sporadic postings of this guy, like, in messed up situations for probably, like, a month and a half or 2, in all honesty.
All right, let's check this out, folks. This is Cyrax pleading for somebody to take him in because mom and daddy are done with his antics. This was posted by Eddie Revival, so shout out to them. Make sure you go check out their channel. And let's get into it, folks.
Hello?
Dude, I need to find somewhere to go. I need a place to stay because mom and dad don't want me here no more.
What?
And it's blaming me for what these people are doing.
What happened? Like what?
He's saying that it's my fault that they're involved in this shit. He's saying that it's my fault that these people got their number. So we may as well give up. I'm done.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Did you pack up already?
I got a few clothes.
Um.
I'm gonna try calling my friend Ethan real quick. I'll call you back.
All right. Bye.
I could see our esteemed Crooked Eye Samurai, you know, the Akron adolescent watcher, sitting on the sidewalk, kicked out with like a little knapsack, you know, like the classic red bandana knapsack, tied up with this handy dandy stylus, just welling tears, nibbling on his last hot pocket as he's trying to figure out where the hell he can end up.
Exactly, homie. And you know, right when he gets kicked out, he's going to go complaining about Sally and Ed the same way that he does with his stepdad, Gordon. He's always talking about how he's the enemy and how, you know, he had to leave him behind because he thought he was a bad guy or whatever. Of course he thinks that you're a bad guy, Cyrax. Look at all the shit that you've done on the internet. And that's the same way it's going to be with Sally and Ed soon if you don't shape up.
Dude, you know what's going to be amazing about that when it happens? You know, like Cyrax will burn like that bridge with Sally and Ed so hard within a month. I would say a month. Music Biz Marty's going to have Sally or Ed on live stream, and it's going to go the exact same way it did with Gordon. He's going to have him up there like, hey, you ever seen him shove that pepperoni in that one place you shouldn't? And if you guys know what I'm talking about, like, oh my God, like I never watched the video, but Cyrax can shove some things up in his urethra. Like there's been a fidget spinner up there. You know, I've heard a Dorito. I'm pretty sure a pepperoni stick. Like, whoa. I didn't even know that was possible or what demented mom would think about that. But they'll have Ed or Sally up there clowning on him about it, just like Gordon did. And Sally will be like, yeah, I've seen this before.
That's going to be like some great content, I think. When that day comes, it's definitely going to add some more to the Cyrax universe, man. I've seen Cyrax's dong. It's pretty mangled. I have to say, I've seen it a few times, man. I didn't do it willingly, mind you, but I have seen it, and it's pretty bad. I mean, like, you can tell that it's been through some things, man. That shit don't look normal.
Yeah, so what we got going on right now, not only does Cyrax have his great burger shirt on that I just think matches his personality so well, and Ed is obviously holding on to Cyrax's child, you know, it's only a matter of time before he gives birth. In this couple, they just can't take all the pressure that's getting thrown their way. You know, someone's taking a drone, flying it over their house, dropping. And you're not going to believe what they dropped, Lemur. You guys, viewers, you're not going to believe what he dropped. It was a lid, the lid, and it had a picture of Cyrax, and you know what it was saying about him. In fact, you know, I don't even know what it said about him. I can't remember, but you know, I'm just going to assume it probably had something to do with him being a predator. Because, well, Cyrax is a predator.
Yeah, bro, I assume so. They're always like messing around with him. He's getting things in the mail. He's getting like sand dropped down his house. I mean, drones are flying over it and dropping shit.
Bro,
It's
they
cool
are
though.
sending tons of cement to like the
Yeah.
Wilkins house. If I was the Wilkins, I'd be like, all right, keep sending the cement. Come on,
Yeah,
keep sending it,
yeah.
because we're gonna make a business out of this. Could you imagine getting free cement all the time? Like that's not a bad gig right there. You might be able to pull something out of that, but the Wilkins, they will just never, not anyone in that household could throw their brain cells together to form an idea good enough to create that vision, I don't believe.
Yeah, you know, Cyraxx gets a lot of free cement. You know, cement that he's getting. You know, or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something else, and I
Or
misheard when
he
when I
gets
heard
the
the
Joshua
information.
Block, the Sea-Man, he's a Joshua Block
Yeah.
fan.
Oh
He's a
yeah,
Sea-Man supporter.
he's a sea man. He kind of does look like a sort of like a pirate, don't he? He does look like he belongs on a ship. He kind of looks like he's got scurvy.
You know, what's funny? His aerodynamic shape, he almost looks like an unformed sperm cell. One
That's true.
slowly started growing hair.
Yeah. All right. Let's check this shit out. Let's see the mysterious object flying over the sky. Let's check it out. I think I seen like a cool image. I don't know if it was from this one, but I know there's like some really good reaction images that are coming out of these interactions with police because Chance does these weird
Yes, dude,
poses.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, y'all. So yeah,
His album cover, like that's basically how I'm referring to it now. Him and his side pieces cover.
yeah, dude. Really, that's the best way to put it. He does these poses on purpose. I think he's trying to go for some kind of album cover.
He knows what's up at this point. He's like, everyone's gonna see this. Let me get my fame, my credit.
Let's check this out.
He's taking his time, bro. He knows this is an easy. Like, I would love these if I was like a APD. Sir, like this is a
Yeah.
break. Look at the handy dandy baseball bat, ready to go.
Yeah,
But anyway, get in there.
gotta turn this up so the audience can hear.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, the yellow paint. There's the lid. I'm thinking this is
I think I'm gonna turn this up full blast
looks like that's a strap.
because this
I
is
know it was
low.
strapped to my drone.
How do you know that?
Yeah, Ed's got his perk 30
I
talk
came
for him.
out as soon as the noise, and there was nobody here. That's like the last one. The red paint was dropped from my drone. We've been having a lot of trouble. Her son and they've got so much shit going on the internet. 3 or 4 days ago, they dropped paint on the van. I called you guys. You guys came out. It was what? What?
You can tell Ed is so tired of this. He's at his final straw, it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty
Sally doesn't even
evident.
get out of her chair anymore. Ed's literally the one who comes out for these body cams most of the time. And it's not everybody. I know it's not any of their houses, right? But I assume most of you rent. And when someone asks you, is it your house? You'd be like, yeah, it's where I live. And you might say it's my house, right? But you rent it. So like Ed stays here. This is pretty much his home, right? But it's not really. Ed can go on somewhere else. But he's the one dealing with this. Sally just kicking back, watching her Grey's Anatomy as Cyraxx sits up there in his room screaming until he finally gets to notice that the cop is there. This is just such a sad and weird situation all around.
Yeah, I think every day he's gotta regret ever meeting Sally, right? Like he's gotta regret that. I mean, think about it right now and put yourself in that situation, right? It's got to be horrible. It's got to be bad for him.
Let's put it in even a better perspective, like something 50 times less worse, like 100 times less worse. Like just a little bit of this would be annoying for most people, but Cyraxx is one of the most messed with people on the planet right now. Like we gotta acknowledge that. And it's literally Ed taking the brunt of it all. Because Cyraxx isn't coming out of his room. Sally's not going anywhere. And Ed, he's hauling a baby around. Like, he shouldn't be dealing with this stuff. It's stressful.
Exactly. He's on his 3rd trimester, and it's bad for him to be stressed out when the baby's about to come.
I'm surprised his water didn't break when the cops showed up.
Exactly,
I
dude.
went, look. Okay, when I came back out, she said that there was a car there. Here's the license plate number. I don't know if that's...
There was a car here?
Yeah, it was sitting here, running here, and then as soon as I came out, it took off. I didn't
We got
follow
no
it.
video evidence.
I went down
But here's
to
a
the
writing.
baseball park, because the drone...
I thought he was supposed to have cameras like set up. Wasn't he bragging not too long ago? Like both him and Sally were bragging about how they had cameras that could point all the way down the street, or they had like sensors that were like recording.
I think you're right, bro.
That's what
You know what probably happened? You know what probably happened? They had like a thing on their door. What is that thing called where like you have
The
to
ring?
set your house? Not even a ring. Like you have to set your house every time you open and close the door, or it's going to go off and call the cops immediately, right?
Yeah, they had
Which
like a
doesn't make
silent alarm.
sense. Yeah, and it doesn't make sense why they'd put a silent alarm on their house, because no one ever tries to go into Cyrax's house. Like, that's not what you should worry about. So they kept setting this off, and the cops were coming out there 10 times more often. I don't know if this has ended. They probably still have it and still do it, but I bet they had these cameras and just can't figure out how they work.
Yeah, probably. They probably can't even like connect to the cameras in any way. They don't know how it works. You know, they're
Like
really
Sally
not
keeps
tech
telling
savvy.
Cyraxx, "You're gonna figure this out. You're a professional audio engineer, right?" So, "Yeah, mom, I got this. I got this 100%." He just sits in his room playing Fortnite for 14 hours, afterwards.
Exactly. Texting people on Facebook Messenger, you know, wherever the he creeps around on.
Wasting his entire life away. But, let's put this out there too. They probably never even bought him. It was probably like a scare tactic. Like, and yeah, guess what we got now? High definition cameras.
That's true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it's not like every single person records their interactions with Cyraxx anyhow, but that's neither here nor there.
can only be, they can only be so far away.
Yeah.
So I went down there, I went to the park, and then I went to the other park, and then I went up and down the streets, and I didn't see nobody. That don't mean that they, stopped somewhere and went inside the car, went inside
This dude just is rambling on. She had to turn her back on him.
Did
She
this
was
happen
done.
today?
Yeah, this is today. The yellow paint is today. It's up on the main part of the roof, and it's on the porch today.
So the cap has a picture on it. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see
So
the
did somebody throw this? Is he saying like from their car essentially?
Oh, well, you know what? I think he is saying he was in a car.
Yeah, because he says
said
that
he
they
chased
drove
him,
by.
right?
Yeah, I think he's saying because
Yeah.
at first I thought that too. It says fell from the sky, but it's like
Yeah.
he's saying that they were in a car. So did it fall from the sky, or did they just?
Yeah,
Throw
okay,
it
now
out
I'm
of their
leaning more
car.
towards someone just chucked it.
Yeah.
But like, as soon as someone chucks that, they're out of there. I don't even know how would he find them and what. He'd probably run up onto some random person. Has anyone ever noticed like the car effect? You get a brand new car, right? Then all of a sudden you start noticing it all on the street, and you're like, wow, these people got the same car as me. Like, I can't believe that around the same time. But no, these cars have always been around. You're just now attached to your car and you're noticing it more now. So like Ed probably would just run up on some random stranger. He's perk 30'd out anyhow. Like, I don't know what he thinks he was up to.
Yeah. And then all over.
Oh,
He's supposed to be staying off the internet.
pause it, Lemur. I think I just noticed something very valuable.
Yeah, what's
I
up,
think
homie?
this is her first time dealing with Cyraxx, because she asked if he has a lot of problems with people. Like, everyone on the APD knows he has tons of problems with people. We're seeing a woman dealing with the Wilkins for the first time ever. I wonder how long before she notices it's just a bunch of dummy boys.
Check it out. Imagine if they sent her because she's like a newbie. So they sent her on this mission to sort of haze her and to be like, okay,
Bro.
this is what you're going to
Yeah.
expect. Like, this is like going to be the worst call ever. So let's give you this is your worst. Like, this is your worst day right here. You know what I mean? Just to give her like a taste of what's to come.
No, house. That was a mason jar. Okay. Does he have problems with a specific person?
Yeah, well, his name's Marty, but what he does is he pays people to do stuff here. I don't know what his last name is. I'm sure.
Can you make that out? Yeah, we got to pause on a better frame.
Oh, I think I actually seen it, like a good chunk of it, like around watch. Like hold on. Right here. There you go.
Can you make
It
it
says
out what it
Will
says?
yeah, it says Will Diddle for free. And then it has a picture of Cyraxx there. Now, what I was gonna say is that how could Ed sit here and say that, like, just come up with this assumption that Marty paid somebody to do this when so many people on the internet dislike Cyraxx, and his address is out there. It's not just Marty who's, spreading his address. It's like Cyraxx himself. He doxes himself all the time. So it's like to sit here and say that Marty paid somebody to do this is such a crazy assumption. I really don't think that he would
pay
do that.
anybody.
Yeah, somebody would
It's
just do
just
it
gonna
for free.
happen.
Exactly. It's just shit that happens when you have your son out here, posting this stuff. I mean, obviously not his real son, but you know what I mean. They're close. I guess son/lover, right? When you have your son/lover
Yeah, something like that.
posting this stuff on the internet, that it's bound to happen. People are going to come to your house, they're going to harass you, and they're going to put pictures like this that say Will Diddle for free on your lawn. And that has nothing to do really with Marty. I mean, it might have to do with Marty spreading the word of how bad Cyraxx is, but him being bad has nothing to do with Marty. That's just his own choices.
Yeah, it's the great law of Cyraxx. You could end this all one day. Just stop posting. And you know what? People would do this, right? Because how big of a lolcow Cyraxx has became. Like, they would do this for probably another 6 months, even after you stopped posting. But guess what? They would get bored, with zero reaction to that after a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what his last name is. I'm sure she does, but he has people do stuff for him. I've got messages from him.
She's trying to figure out what Cyraxx is.
Yeah, they've been calling. That's Chance, sir. That's the way.
He has to
I
tell her
didn't
what
text
it
anything
is.
until you guys can.
Yeah. Okay, so let me grab your name and information. Was Sally the one that called?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name? Let me talk to Chance, because he's going to know what's going on with this.
Worst mistake she's ever made in her life.
I was literally about to say the same thing. Literally has no idea what she's got going on. Brand
Yeah.
new.
It's delivered by them. It gets crazy. I mean,
I just love the handy dandy baseball bat right there.
Yeah, what's with
Ready to
still
go.
having the bat? After what happened with Chance, why would you have a bat near him at all? That's just bad. Bad idea, man.
And let's be honest too, obviously Cyraxx needs a better weapon at this point. But we've seen how it turned out for him last time. Maybe he should just ditch it all. They're trying to get him to go back to jail. That's the lure. That's the lure right there.
For real, bro. Add some spikes to it. Make that shit a felony. Why don't you?
Yeah, right.
Them hugs for little kids.
Yeah.
3 cases of them. It's just been one thing after another.
They're
And then,
dropping off things for you to have.
yeah, well, but, we didn't have anything to do with the concrete. You know what I mean? So we gave it away. And then the next week, one guy dropped 20 bags off here, and then the next guy I caught and told him, hey, we don't want that stuff, take it back with you. Okay, well, I was in there and I was taking a nap, and then another guy pulled in, and he threw 3 bags up on the steps, and I told him, I said, I don't want that stuff, well, I have to deliver it. I took the one bag and I tossed it up on his trunk. I said, no, we ain't taking it. Well, he got mad and shoved it up on the driveway.
Yeah, they can't take it.
And then he took the stuff back. The other cop said, well, you either, this has been going on.
Hey, bud.
Hey, what's going on?
So, do you have any issues with other people?
Yes, I do. For the last 7 years, me and my family have been.
He was so willing to give up that information. He was ready. Once she asked that question, the floodgates just open. And the next thing you know, he's going to be sitting here telling his whole life story. Like, you guys already seen the first part of it. He starts off with the 7 years. He gets into Marty. He starts breaking down all the nuances. He says that they framed him. He starts talking about how they framed him. He starts talking about
framed me.
Kate. He gets into all the lore and all the people. You know, this girl is in for a treat.
Dude, there's no wonder there's been like these pictures of Cyraxx just sitting so casually because it's been so long since someone not aware of the situation has came to him for him to be able to talk to about this. It's like, oh, you want to hear my whole life story real quick? Well, let me tell you what's going on.
Getting harassed online relentlessly.
Online?
We've gone through every legal route that we can, and nobody seems to be able to help us no matter what we do.
Okay.
Like, these guys are out of state. Just last night, they actually ended up breaking into my girlfriend, who actually is currently in Australia. She was over there visiting with family and stuff, because that's where she's from. That's where her family's at. They broke into her bank account. This dude named Music Biz Marty actually stole some info because she had bought me a, like, you know those really expensive, like, $4,000 race rigs that you can get for sim racing and stuff like that.
Okay.
She bought me one of
No, she doesn't. Why would you say that? Like, as if this cop knows anything about that. You know, the racing rigs that people use when they play the video games. It's like, no, she does not. She has a life and a job. She doesn't sit there and play racing games and watch people play racing games all day. And I know there's some
didn't even
people
know they existed until I heard about
Yeah.
from like Cyraxx.
Some people are good. Some people are good, and it's cool. It's a cool hobby, right? But nobody makes that shit their life to where they're sitting there and they're trying to become a fucking online racer like you are, dude. It's pathetic.
those as, you know, a birthday present for me because my birthday was on the 20th. And she bought that for me to kind of, you know, so I can do my content and stuff and make it even better. He got the info off of her account last night after breaking in. He stole that, money out of her bank account, all kinds of personal information.
Who's he?
His real name is Nicholas Beegler. He lives out of Illinois, but his
Who lives here that would, I mean,
they have people all over the place that love.
this is the cap.
Yeah, they have all.
Is that you?
No, that's me on there. But
Yeah,
that's what
no.
they do. They love to do stuff like that.
Okay.
They have people that are like, they have all kinds of like friends and stuff around the U.S. and they happen to have some here that are willing to do stuff like. And this isn't the first time they've done this either. They've done this like how many other times? Like once or twice.
Yeah, he was talking to me about it. It sounds like you're being harassed.
So, folks, that's enough about Cyraxx. He's starting to get boring. We all know how this is going to go. He's going to keep talking to this officer, spilling his whole life story, and then she's going to tell him that there's really nothing that she can do because everything is online and nothing's really physically happening to him. He can just, turn off the computer, go get a real job, and just move on with his life. But he doesn't see that as an option. Let's look at the homie King Cobra JFS, though. This is the Gothic Prince. He's somebody that actually has done something with his life, and that's become an epic goth bad boy. So epic that he's caught the eye of his queen, Jessica. And Jessica has fallen so much in love. She's become so enamored with King Cobra that once he rejected her, once he said that, he broke off the relationship, things just went south. And she started saying some stuff that, is basically TOS. But let's just say that Cobra felt threatened. That's the best way to put it. He felt threatened in some way. And he's probably going to go into that, and we'll see how much we have to cut, but it's about to be a good one. What do you know about this, Chilla?
Dude, I mean, this has been like the best thing we have ever seen from King Cobra. Like, I know it's a terrible thing for him to go through, but there's one thing you don't do. You shouldn't sleep around with crazy chicks. Everyone knows that. And Nall was the epitome of that. Like, why he was even thinking this was a good idea, well, it was because he was going to own the trolls. But here's my favorite thing about all of this, Lemur. Do you remember, like, 3 months ago when well, it's probably been a little bit longer than 3 months, like 4 months ago, maybe. My timeline's probably screwed. But the most interesting thing King Cobra would do is make a weird mead. And we're all like, haha, look what he's putting into that mead jar. And now the entire Cobra verse has been flipped onto its head, and probably the most interesting it's ever been, or at least one of the most interesting parts of the Cobra lore.
Exactly. I mean, for a while there, when he was in his dry spell era, it was just a bunch of food reviews and him chilling, drinking some brewskis with the bros. And now he's out here complaining about Jessica threatening him.
Hello, YouTubers. It's your boy King Cobra back at it with another video. And we're going to discuss the situation with my crazy fucking ex. Now, if Jessica Boyle shows up to Casper to try to hurt me, I will let the cops deal with it. I am not going to risk my fucking freedom over that stupid fat s***. She needs to take a fucking hint and leave me the fuck alone. I'm not going to throw away my fucking freedom for this stupid bitch.
You're trying to right now. Like, as he's talking in this video, that's exactly what he's doing. You ever heard the saying that you shouldn't instigate crazy people? That's exactly what Cobra's up to at the moment. He's just puffing on his cigarette, thinking he's cool, but he's really inviting evil into his life.
Getting tired of her shit.
Bro's just sitting there. I wonder what he's doing on his phone. You think he's texting her or just like texting the homies on Messenger, giving them updates?
Fans have been reaching out to me. They're like,
it's probably a good mix of
about
both,
you, Cobra,
to be honest
blah,
with
blah,
you.
blah. And like, I'm not worried. Just because a punk bitch, dude. She ain't nothing but a little slut. Little fucking slut. Who's going to die alone in her parents' house.
All right.
With too many
Let's pause it for a second, and I'll give like a slight rundown what Null said to him as like the best way I can. So Null is saying that she's going to get something, fly to Casper, and just unalive Josh, like pew pews all the way around. And if that's not going to happen, if she can't get it across to Wyoming, she's going to sit outside of his house and rub herself down just outside of his window. That's literally what she said she's going to do. That is the most insane stuff I think I've ever heard. And he somehow thinks he's going to be able to like get through to her through a video somehow.
Exactly. That's why I said in the beginning, man, she's just in love with this dude. So in love that she went nuts. And that's honestly like a true gothic love story, right? It's almost like a sick, twisted Romeo and Juliet. I mean, that story is already sick and twisted, but you add Cobes and Null in there and it becomes a whole nother level of crazy.
Yeah, when she realizes she'll never be as good as Huff and Duster, drinking vodka, or watching Tombstone, that's really got to deflate you as a person,
The thing of it is, Jessica, you wouldn't talk all this shit about me if you did not realize I was right on this situation. And the fact that you're fucking going on social media and threatening to shoot me on camera, you're gonna get arrested, dude. And no one's gonna bail your sorry fucking psychotic ass out.
He's talking like if she goes through with this, he's going to be alive afterwards. Like it's no big deal.
Exactly. Well, I think honestly, he doesn't think she's going to come. I really don't think she's going to come either. I think she's just making a bunch of empty threats because she's mad and she wants to scare him or get him back or whatever. He knows she's not going to come. So he's taking this opportunity to kind of throw it in her face that even at least according to him, even if she did
he is
come,
straight begging for money to go to Casper right now. I really wouldn't put it past.
Maybe.
Like, obviously, she could just be taking it to, just go buy a bunch of booze and whatnot, just take it and run. But it's Null. She is insane. Like, I wouldn't put it past her, bro.
Yeah, I guess. You're right. But, maybe in his mind, because that is rational. You're right. If me or you were in that situation, we obviously would not be doing this, right? So I should say from his perspective, he probably doesn't think she's going to do anything. I sort of think that she's not going to do anything. Maybe not, I don't know if she's going to pew him, but I could see her going to the house to confront him and, trying to scare him.
But she would show up, right, homie? And I don't think it would be an argument. I think Josh would be sitting there, like, Wendy's. Just open the door up and let her in for a while. He knows it's going to go bad. I think it would be okay for a day though. But he's letting her inside the house.
Yeah, he needs that Wendy's poo-tang. He's gonna float to it like a cartoon, like a Disney character to a pie.
Why is Wendy's so associated with Cobra's lore?
Oh, he loves that, dude. I love that clip. It's one of my favorite clips. If I'm editing and I remember, I'll throw it in right here. It's when he says that Null smells like Wendy's or tastes like Wendy's.
Shit on the end of your nose, fucking looking like a Jolly Green Giant.
She
Fucking
smells
bitch.
like Wendy's.
What?
I can smell the sweat coming off of you, and it smells like Wendy's. I'm sorry, I'm a pig, but I'm like, you smell good. You smell like burgers. I had you laughing though, so that's good.
It's so good. It's so funny. I love
And
that
shivers
clip.
down my spine.
It's nasty, bro, to describe somebody like that, but yeah, that's what he's into.
It's great because it's Cobra and all, you know?
Exactly. It just makes sense.
I'm done taking
That
a
was a good
crap.
drink combo.
Like I said in my last video about this situation, I would rather the cops deal with it than, you know what I'm saying, exaggerate the situation kind of thing. On record, I do not want to hurt her. I'm speaking on record right now. I do not want to hurt Jessica. I just wish she would leave me the fuck alone. She is mentally
Totally not
unhinged, and
egging
I
her
can't
on.
stand her fucking shit. I can't stand Jessica Boyle, and I wish she'd just fucking leave me alone.
You
So
know what's
I'm going
funny
on record
about
right
Cobra?
now saying,
What's up, homie?
You know what's funny about Cobra saying Jessica's full name? Because that's exactly how Clint talks to him. Joshua Sanders, you get over here right now. So since he's mad at Jessica, her full name's on blast. That darn Jessica Boyle threatening to come over to my house. Who does she think she is?
Exactly. Yeah, I think he is doing some shit like that. He's doing the classic like mother or father trope when they say your full name, you know, when you get in trouble or whatever. He's really putting
He
her
just
on
never
blast.
took the time to learn her middle.
Yeah, exactly. He forgot. Maybe he just lost
I forgot it.
Yeah, he just lost it one day. I also like how like he has to kind of punctuate every single sentence by taking a drink or smelling his alcohol. It's like every single sentence you see him look down and he has to kind of like, you know, give it a twirl or give it a smell. It's weird. It's almost like he has this sort of fixation on not just being an alcoholic, but also like he just has to put all his senses into this drinking, man. That's how you know he's a true alcoholic.
You know, I think it's in his religion, you know, the Cobra religion, bro. You just have to appreciate alcohol more than the person does. You got to look at it. You got to get its incense inside of you and you're like, "Yes. This is the monster wine drink combo that I've always wanted in my life. I just got to guzzle this down and get closer to my spiritual nature." You know, I don't know if there's any higher ups in Cobra's religion, you know, probably Cobra himself, but you know, you got to get more in your spiritual. You got to attune yourself spiritually with the alcohol. Yeah, that's why they call them spirits, man.
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense there, man.
I will let the cops deal with it and she can get arrested. Because I am not putting my life and my freedom at stake just because she can't take a fucking hint. This bitch is fucking unhinged. I fucking hate her.
He was seething right there.
And you think I'm joking? The last time Jessica Boyle showed up, I called the cops on her and she acted shocked. And I told her. I told her that was going to fucking happen. And she didn't believe me. And I figured, you know, fucking whatever, she'll fucking mature up a bit. No, she wouldn't. She's the worst.
He is
And I
every
might have
time.
to
It's like
file
his
another fucking report on
punctuation.
her ass.
I think it's like his religion. Instead of like having periods, exclamation marks, and question marks, It's just how you interact with your alcohol is how it is. It's more of a hand signal. It's more of like a sign language than an actual language, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, that's just about the end of this video. Before we move on to the next subject, which is Bossman Jack and him being arrested, his recent antics, I wanted to talk about a big thing that's happened recently, which is the return of Underflow. If you don't know who Underflow is, he was a YouTuber who made videos very similar to me and Chinchilla. He would make videos on lolcows. He would make videos on basically people on Discord that would do bad things to minors. Well, guess what? He actually had a few people in his Discord that were doing bad things to minors. This whole situation goes really deep, and I don't know all the nuances to it, so I don't want to get too deep into the situation, right?
It's just kind of crazy, bro, that
Yeah.
he made so many videos on like Discord subjects like a majority of the time. And then like when he decides to run his own, he does the exact same thing as what he was criticizing. It's like of all people, this guy should know better. Like of all people.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. You would think that after all the examples that he's seen, he would understand that it's a bad idea to have minors on a Discord server. But, you'll have to see his explanation to understand.
Especially in the lolcow community,
Exactly.
bro. Like, come on.
Exactly. But yeah, just when you hear his response, you'll see it's very weak, and he doesn't really care. He just wants to come back. He has a bunch of videos that he has on the back burner, and he wants to release them. So let's see Underflow's return. I really never thought I'd see the day where this guy would return, but I guess he doesn't care.
Hello, and well, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Underflow, and it's been about 8 to 9 months since I've been recording. It's been a long time, and I never intended to be going for this long. As a matter of fact, I never intended to be going in the first place, but weeks turned into months, and, well, months just turned into even longer months, and it just somehow snowballed and happened. Over the past 8 months, I haven't really been doing much. I have had videos on the back burner that I have already recorded, but just didn't upload for whatever reason. I've just kind of been, for the past 8 months, simply enjoying myself and just basically doing whatever I pleased. But as I said before, I do have videos that have already been made, but they just haven't been published yet. As well as being gone, I've also come up with a massive project and idea that I would like to implement within the next 5 months. Around or a little bit above 8 months ago, I made a video talking about a very crazy TikTok furry. In the description of that video, I left a link in order to join my Discord, of which I put, I thought at least, a lot of thought into it, and I never really gave too much thought to certain areas of it.
That is a complete contradiction. You say, I thought that I put a lot, like I was thinking that I put a lot of thought into this. That's what you said, right? And then right after that sentence, you say, but in certain parts, I didn't put thought in anything. That doesn't make sense. If you just put thought in your Discord server, then the first thing, like one of the first major things that would come up in your mind is that you should not have minors on the server. And that's actually something that you say. Later in this video, you say yourself that you had the idea that maybe minors shouldn't be in this server, but you dismissed that idea because you wanted because you wanted all your fans to be included. So this has nothing to do with you not putting thought. This has to do with complete negligence and you seeing the fact that this is a bad idea and then just going through with it because you don't care. That's what happened, dude.
I cannot believe he opened up the video saying that, bro. Like, not even like accepting responsibility. Like, oh my God, I messed up. Like, please forgive me. No. Just, I did put a lot of thought into it, but I'm an idiot. Is basically like what it sounds like to me. Like, oh, sorry guys, I'm stupid.
It gets way worse, man.
Wanted anybody who liked my content out of my 100,000+ subscribers to be able to join, share why they all follow me, maybe even give me my own video ideas, and suggest whatever they felt needed suggested. When it was made, people kept suggesting that I should make it only 18+, but even then that didn't make too much sense to me because I just wanted an area where I could have a strong community. It was never meant to be anything that would be detrimental to anybody else. I just wanted something where my whole community could come together and appreciate, share, and just have fun.
A lolcow Discord server is not a place for a minor in any context. These videos should not be encouraged to be consumed by minors. Your videos where you're talking about kid diddlers should not be pushed to minors in any circumstance. If you have minors watching that, sure, that's out of your control, but you shouldn't encourage it and tell more minors to start coming to your community and act as though it's normal. You don't normalize this. In any context, this wasn't normal. Whether it had anything to do with the bad people on your server that were, interacting with the kids. Let's push that all aside. If these kids were just on there and, nothing was happening to them, you should not have kids on a lolcow Discord server. It's a bad idea because of the things that are being posted and are being discussed.
Every video
Yeah.
me and you make, Lemur, tell me you do, I would think there's no kid that should watch this. Like when you're covering someone like Cyraxx or you're covering someone like Daniel Larson or the people he was covering, it's like, bro, they don't need to be seeing this. Like, why are you even here? But then this guy's like, all right, throw all that out the window. Like, I've been doing this, videos on these people on Discord forever, but I still want to bring all of these children into my community, just harbor them. That's a terrible idea, but it looks way worse and way more creepy since you decided to wait 8 months to talk about this. And it's not even like you're the first person who talked about this. You definitely had your mod 6 months after the situation occurred have make a video about this trying to explain away the situation based from what I remember. Now I might be misremembering this a little bit, everybody, but just trying to take all the blame onto herself. It's like, bro, you're having your mods do some weird stuff and then you're making petty excuses. Like no one's going to forgive you after this video.
Exactly. No one wants to see those videos you have on the back burner, dog.
Because you got to remember, guys, this is his comeback video. He wants you guys to be on his side. Oh, scroll down, Lemur, and see how many likes Kiwi Tape's comment has at the moment. Props to Underflow, is that his name? I think it is, for not hiding it. I'm a little surprised about that. All right.
Setting it up because I've never really used Discord before in my life. I was always more focused when I was younger, just playing on consoles. I never really used anything related to PCs until I started making YouTube videos, so I didn't really know or understand how Discord worked whatsoever, so I did need a lot of help in order to actually set it up to begin with. For the first day, everything seemed to be going fine within the Discord. I didn't really notice anything too bad, but I wasn't in there all the time. I would just stop in every once in a while to say hi to people and just thank them for all, supporting me throughout the entire time I've been making videos. That day I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning, apparently someone said in one of the chats that people were saying very inappropriate things to people that were underage. I never knew that this was happening, but I did take it immediately. It took me about 30 minutes after. I was going to alternately just go ahead and make the server 18+, but even then that didn't really sit right with me because at the same time, I don't really know how to verify and check and make sure that those people actually would be older than 18. So at that point, I decided the best outcome for everybody possible would simply be to just, I believe what people call nuke
The thing is, too, is that Discord has, implementations that make it to where, at the very least, there's a notification that tells you have to be 18+. And from my understanding, they ask, when you were born when you make your account. So you can't go on certain channels if you're not 18. And I get it. People can lie about their age. They do it on different websites all the time. But the fact is that if you advertise something as 18+ and you have these, verifications or these checks that most of them are already implemented in Discord, and if not, you can get a bot that will verify age for you. If you really feel like you need to verify it 100%, then you get a bot and they'll do it for you. And then, you close each channel. Like I said, you put an 18+ age restriction on that. But if you don't, understand that, then don't make a Discord server. It's really that easy. If you don't understand that and you can't advertise it as 18+ and then also implement things that would, make it obvious that it's 18+, just don't make the server at all. You failed by making the server, man. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, yeah, you nuked it, and I guess that's cool, but the damage was already done.
the server, just completely get rid of it, delete it, and make it gone. Instead of trying to hold on and put together pieces that probably wouldn't fit together, I just decided that it would be better to nip it at the bud and completely stop it and just delete the entire thing. That entire situation led to some pretty outlandish claims by multiple different people, two of which I've already put behind me. That entire situation, along with the fact that I just kind of wanted a break to begin with, just led to me taking a few weeks of a break, which led to a month, which then therefore led to multiple months, going on 9 at this point in time. I always wanted to come back and continue to make videos like I did. Like I said before already, I did already make some, but I just never published them because I just never did. I don't really know why I didn't, and I don't really know how to explain why I didn't either. Over the course of while I was gone, like I said,
You know why you didn't. You didn't want to face the repercussions of what you did. Why are you saying you don't know why you didn't post the videos? You know damn well why you didn't post these videos, dude, because you already know that the first comments on these videos are going to be calling you out for what you did. And even on this video, man, you cannot get past it. Nobody's going to forget about this situation no matter how many months pass. And you giving this stupid explanation / apology isn't going to help at
No
all.
responsibility for anything. Not even a hint of it.
I did make other videos, but I never just could bring myself to upload them for whatever reason. I kind of just stayed in my own lane and was slightly just enjoying myself, consuming media and shows and games that I haven't played before on my own time. But in the past 8 months, I've had a lot of people in my personal life, especially a lot of my close friends, push me and push me and push me into the point where I started making videos again, as well as some of my family, so that's kind of one of the main reasons why I'm back again, and I am excited to start recording and uploading again. If you're going to be here like you were before, that's great, and if you're not, then thank you for all the support you've given me in the past. From this point forward, I would like to get back to where I was about 8 to 9 months ago and just start being able to upload regularly at least 4 to 6 times a month, just back to where I was, because not only did I enjoy it, but I do just genuinely miss it as well. I never personally intended to be
Hey,
gone, but when it
pause it
started
real
to
quick,
rain, it just
Lemur.
kept pouring, and it just
You know, he's trying to prove that he's a changed man. He made sure on the clip that he's explaining that, he's a different person now. He showed that he's an honorable cowboy too by helping out that prisoner. I mean, it's almost like he wants to help out his buddies in crime, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what that prisoner had done?
Exactly, bro. It's a really good metaphor for what took place in that Discord server.
just snowballed into the point where I just never came back, and I kind of just didn't mean to, but I ultimately did just end up going ghost on all social medias. I don't really know why, and I can't really explain it in depth because I don't personally understand it myself, and that's the best answer I can give you. But as I said previously, from this point forward, I'm going to be uploading regularly, so if you're going to, go ahead and support me like you used to, that would be great, and I would heavily appreciate it. But from this point forward, I'm going to try my hardest to maintain a regular upload schedule like I did before. I was a bit nervous to record this video in the first place, but the fact that I already feel so much better, and I feel like a part of me that was missing is already back, just sitting here being able to record, and I can't wait to start again. I will have a new video within the next few days for you guys, so if you'll watch that, thank you. But as always, guys,
All
thank
right.
you all.
It's
What
been
we
4
check now is
days.
how many views does this got? How many views
doesn't
does this
got a lot. It doesn't got a lot.
A 7.6, I think I see.
Job's not finished. Yeah, let's see about that, buddy.
All right, so he might have tanked his algorithm, which isn't the worst thing that could possibly happen to the dude. Far worse, but it's 7.6. I think the likes was pretty low, and the top comment is Kiwi Tapes pointing out like the glaring facts of like what's wrong with his comeback video. It's been 4 days. Like I just really don't see him dropping something anytime soon. But as I say this, as soon as we upload this, he'll probably drop something.
We'll have to wait and see, folks, and we'll have to wait and see if that video goes super viral or whatever, gets hella views, or if people really understand that this guy did some bad shit. But
Isn't that Berserk like his profile picture?
I don't know. I don't watch anime, man, but his last video did
From my
830K.
understanding, I think Berserk's like a really like violent, grimy book or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it just shows the character in him. He likes the dark and grimy stuff.
Maybe.
But speaking of internet idiots, I don't think there's anyone better to talk about next up than Boss Man Jack. If you guys don't know what's been happening with the Boss Man, he's had like probably one of the least interesting, well, I wouldn't say the least interesting, but for him, it's been a very bad time. For us, yeah, it's been a little bit of entertainment. Boss Man Jack, he got, all right, so it's kind of a little bit of a long story. Boss Man Jack was arguing with his dad because Boss Man Jack was like, Mom, you're taking me to the plug's house. I don't care what you say about it. And she's like, yeah, that's fine, Mr. Boss Man. Rat Prince of Orange City, I got you. Come on, homie. Because, Boss Man Jack and his mom, they're more like friends than they are a parent and son relationship. And Rat King, the Rat King, Rat Dad was like, listen, you're not going to be dragging my wife out at 1 in the morning to go to your dealer's house. So Boss Man Jack just completely flipped out on him to the point he got the cops called. So Boss Man Jack and his mom still proceeded to go to the dealer's house, pick up his stash, and come back. When they arrived home, the cops were there. And obviously, Boss Man, had his stuff on him and he got arrested for it. So he ended up going to rehab. I did a whole video on it on my channel. After he got out of rehab, he was like, listen, I'm going to do so much better, guys. You don't even know. I'm going to get the car finally, the Honda Civic. And in about 1 day, Boss Man Jack broke his mind. Like, this dude, I don't know what happened. I think where he was, like, mildly sober and just, like, how much he used to do, I think it might have shattered him, bro, because he sits on stream and either says, "I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's okay. I'm gonna be alright," 24/7 basically the entire time, or sits there and whines and cries like I'm pretty sure he does in this video.
Let's check it out, homies. Let's see Boss Man Jack break down. This is Boss Man Jack is crying, but we are okay to say hello, hello. COD tutorial is too hard. Where's multiplayer? What kind of title is that, man? Shout out to the homie. How do you pronounce this? Loshatar?
I
Loshtar?
call it in my head, I always say Lolsta.
Anyway, folks, this is
I'm
the
better now.
account. You can check it out if you want. Let's get into the video.
Okay, guys.
Damn, dude. That's the 10th time today, dude. Man. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're crashing bad when you're apologizing
I'm all right.
to viewers
I'm
on
good,
stream.
man. It's okay, man. Golly. Oh my god. I'm crying a lot, Mom. Who did I scam, dude? I thought I got everybody, dude. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please let me know who. Damn, dog. Sorry, guys. Dude. We are okay to say hello, hello.
It's so crazy that Boss Man Jack goes from crying his eyes out to like spitting out this corny little rap like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna do it my own way. Like, bro, you are so blasted off whatever you're taking. And it's like, I'm pretty sure he's back on the Krakagina, but he's not he's not reacting to it the same way. Like normally Boss Man Jack would be all over his room smashing his keyboard, but now he's just like really depressive. I don't know if he like finally realized like he's ruined his life, but this isn't the same Boss Man we used to know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that he actually is kicking drugs and that it's like doing some kind of weird chemical imbalance in his brain, or he could have switched drugs and it's causing him to have some kind of like an adverse reaction, you know what I mean? It's causing an adverse reaction possibly. But who's to say? Because Boss Man Jack
Well,
does a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So
I
it's
remember
really
last
hard.
Barnyard, or maybe it was 2 ago, homie, when Bossman Jack was in the rehab and he was like, "Look, guys, I'm looking brand new." Like, Bossman Jack is looking way worse since then, and that was only, like, 3 weeks or a month ago. You remember that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You guys can't see it. Agree. End user license agreement. Acknowledge. Yes, acknowledge, yes. Acknowledge, yes. Continue. Okay. Quality. Performance. Yeah. Quality of performance. Good performance. Good enough for me. Get it. Life is good right now. There's nothing to be afraid of, guys, at all. You hear me? You guys hear me? We're out here, bro. We're chilling. We are chilling. We are okay. Yeah, he's okay. We okay, buddy boy. Is that boy okay? Yes, he is. Look at him. Hey, guys. Only halfway. Maybe I should just get some rest, guys. I think so, probably. My best, man. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello. Yo, I have the craziest thing, dude. Sometimes I think I'm live when I'm not even live on here, dude. Isn't that crazy? Wow, it's okay,
Definitely
though.
sober.
I just got kicked out of a casual
Lemur.
match while I was playing very well.
Lemur.
Anybody know
Yeah.
why I got banned when I was like playing well?
Have you ever once
Not sure.
thought
I'm
you
okay.
was live and wasn't live, or vice versa? You know, like that just doesn't happen to normal functioning people, bro. Like you should know when you're live and you're not. That's like a terrible thing to get wrong.
Yeah, dog. I mean, that's like some kind of like I think Nova Online used to say that he was going live on accident. That's some like real lolcow type shit. When they say that they accidentally started a live or they think that they're live and they're not, that's when you know that they're really f***ing crazy.
Bro, Nova's was even more embarrassing because it was like him getting on there like, oh my gosh, guys, I accidentally went live. Whoop-oh. And it's like, bro, you definitely went live on purpose. It was like this one, it reminded me of this one thing that Chibi did this one time. So Chibi, if anyone knows who Chibi is, it's the I prefer if you be quiet guy. If you don't know what that is, go look it up and run down that rabbit hole. So Chibi's in this Discord chat full of random strangers. And he would just start typing out random things on his keyboard and say, uh-oh, my cat jumped on my keyboard. And the people in there was like, look, Chibi, we know it's not your cat. We know you're just doing this to get attention. And to prove them wrong that he's not just doing this for attention, he showed them what he would do to get their attention and posted a full-on of himself with his cat right next to him, doing his best Marilyn Manson impression, if anyone knows what I'm referencing, onto this Discord. And as you can imagine, he got kicked out of there immediately. It just goes to show you guys why Chibi is like the most underrated lolcow ever, because he has almost zero weens or trolls. He just does this all by himself. It's just pure insanity.
Okay, I'm okay. A-okay. A-okay to the bone, baby. Let's take a poll. Let's do a poll. All right, let's do a poll. Hey, what's this? Here we go.
Do a poll.
All right, hey, let's turn the music off here.
Thank the Lord.
Not gonna repeat myself, so listen to up.
I got you.
Stations all over the island. Complete them all so we can verify you're sorry.
Nah, dude. Nah, that. Let me get some multiplayer action. Where's the multiplayer? How dare you talk to someone like that, dude? What's wrong with you?
Is that Frank? Yeah, that's gotta be Frank. He's in a wheelchair.
You know
I haven't
what?
messed with Call of
The
Duty
basic
Black
movement,
Ops
all
in
that
so
shit.
long, bro.
How do I get to the settings, guys? His escape? I don't have an escape key. There's gotta be another way.
Yeah, this is the newest
You ain't
one
going
right
up?
here.
Let's turn. Here we go. Leave match.
Yeah, I think
Leave it. Train terminated.
it's just my
That's
opinion,
okay.
but I think
It's
the
alright.
Black Ops
Is that
series
okay?
should be exactly
okay.
how they should
That's okay.
Frank. Just dead
Yeah.
and gone and buried, like
Don't
it's
get
over
used
with.
to. I'm a beast at Call of Duty, boss. Here we go. Everybody type a 6, please, for me, please, please, please. Or a 5 or 6, 1 or 2. Oahu, thank you very much for the prime. Thank you, Oahu. All right, guys, we're going in for the recon. Let's go with the the strategist. Let's go with the strategist. Yes. Okay. Sprint is shift.
This is me seeing the new Call of Duty for the first time.
Looking for people here.
Cracked out Bossman Jack.
Got him. Elimination. I can hear some things happening, but it's Oh, there's one waiting for me. Oh, behind me too. Oh, that's all right. 2 and 1, baby. 2 and 1. Fair game so far.
He's a search guy.
Oh, even with the
I would
drop shot,
say
didn't get him
Bossman
there.
Jack's
How do I
too
change
erratic
classes,
to
guys?
play search. Oh no, he's TDM. That makes
How do I
sense.
change my class, bro?
Bro, y'all are
How do I,
losing. Like,
how do I change my
y'all are
goddamn
really
class?
losing.
I need to know how to change my. That's some bullshit. Hold on a second.
Well,
That's not even
Bossman
fair.
Jack's over here not knowing how to change
Hello?
class. You know, of course they're losing. They've got a dead weight teammate over here sitting there
that's it.
fiending. Yeah,
Oh,
they don't have many other
okay, all right,
options.
all right. Fair enough. Fair game. Skip that. We get back in it. With any gun that we get, it's all right.
A 0.71 KD. Bro, Wings of Redemption would crack a controller over his head, bro. Just for having such a bad kill-death ratio.
There's no... Oh, wow. Got you. Oh, shit.
Bro, aim.
Did you see
aim.
that hip spamming, bro? He just didn't even try. Yeah, I'm glad Bossman Jack isn't a rager.
Together, guys, as a team.
You know what? I actually wish he was raging a little bit. This is kind of surprising.
Top stairs. I wish I had a sniper. Can anybody kind of guide me through how to use a sniper? Hey, what's going on? Let's go. Okay, guy up here. Oh shit! Get him with the rocket. Damn. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I got you.
All right, folks. Well, speaking of degenerate IRL streamers, here's another degenerate IRL streamer a lot of y'all are probably familiar with. This is Mr. Based. Now, I was just looking for some Mr. Based content since the captain is on his cruise and, you know, Mr. Based is on a 2-week hiatus. I thought right now would be the best time to look into his background a little bit. And well, folks, here at the Barnyard, we found a pretty interesting video that is presumed to be Mr. Based first stream, where he's talking to one Sonic and they get into a little bit of a fight here, folks. It's very reminiscent of what happens between Mr. Based and Josh, except one Sonic actually gives a little bit of pushback, and you'll see how Mr. Based reacts to that. It's very interesting.
I graduated law school, right? You know that, right? I'm an attorney, you know or no?
Yeah, you told me that.
I had the second largest phone company in America. Whenever I start a business, I'm damn serious on getting all the little pieces to make it work. If you never see me again, I'm sorry.
What?
You know, he's mad at me. I don't
Zero,
know what the fuck he's mad at me
respect
about.
for other people's personal
You know
space.
my channel, you know his channel. Please check me out, because you may never hang out with me again. I was happy to share everyone I fucking know. I got tons of Instagram followers, Facebook followers. I have people with 9 million followers that I'm on their channels. I wanted to funnel it all in this motherfucker and help him because he's helping me. But he's acting like he never wants to hang out with me again. So come to my channel if you want, because this motherfucker hates me. Do you hate me? No.
You can tell how hammered Mr. Based is right now. His speech is entirely different than it normally is. And like that egotistical, cocky nature that like just comes out every now and then when he's trying to wrangle Josh, like it's on full blast because he knows he doesn't have to have one Sonic come back. I mean, he wants him to because, you know, that's more people on Mr. Based. But, you know, he doesn't care in all reality. And he's just downing him the whole time. This is basically like him, like, you do know I'm a law school graduate. Yeah, I'm actually smart compared to you, one Sonic. Just a little dummy boy who sits on stream all day hoping for some dollar donations. I'm big time. I know when to grab World of T-shirts and hold on to them for dear life.
Exactly, bro. He's like thinking that he's the shit because he ran a prostitution ring one time, you know what I mean? When in actuality, he's just a piece of shit who made a little bit of money.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing to brag about, bro. You're on the low end of the totem pole in the crime world.
Sonic, be nice to Mr. Based and don't treat him the way you treated your brother Billy John. Give Billy a call, Sonic. He misses you after you abandoned him in Oakland. Love you, Papa.
Thank you, Ghost of Sonic's mom. I have 47 viewers, and how many do you have? Add that together. 47 plus what you got. What is that?
But literally, if I was live, those people would not be watching.
Have you ever had 160 at once?
Yeah, I've had 800.
800 at once?
Yeah.
When?
When I was streaming people, I've had 1,000.
When was the last time you had 800 people?
You want to smoke some pot, Sonic? No. That's disrespectful as hell.
Oh.
What kind of person is one Sonic? He's getting disrespected this entire time. But he's just going to sit there and take this. Like, there is zero backbone in this guy. Like, at the very least, he should be out of that house at this point.
Well, you'll see he does actually push back a little bit, but once he does, Mr. Bass gets aggressive, so he's probably seen Mr. Bass freak out in the past, which is why he's being so passive.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I don't know if we should give one Sonic anything. I don't know too well, but maybe that.
No, he's definitely a degenerate, but you can tell at this point he was trying his best to like give some pushback to Mr. Based. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all bad people, but at the end of the day, he was giving him some pushback. You just gotta wait and see. It starts a big situation. Starts like some kind of big fight.
Why would I take money from you if I'm helping you? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So did I offer you could stay here for free for 2 weeks? Yes or no? And you're treating me like I'm a piece of shit.
You should have had mental issues, bro. Like,
I have mental issues, you don't?
yeah, but like, I don't know.
Everyone has mental issues. I was trying to make you feel better about your flaws.
Dude, that's pimp talk right there.
Well, am I the first guy
100%.
to help you that you say f you too?
I'm not saying fuck you, dude.
Of course you are. You just acknowledged I told you you could stay. You said you were shocked that I didn't want any money from you to live here.
Personally, I feel like...
By the way, I hardly know you. You could steal... How much money is in my home? I got $400,000 of crystals in my home. And I said you could live here. You could steal me blind.
I think you know I'm not that kind of person.
I think no one's that kind of person because I'm not that kind of person. I think everyone's good. You know why? Because I'm good. You know why I trust you?
Does he sound like a good man,
I'm a good
everybody,
person.
right now?
You're treating me like garbage. Listen, you think I need $200? My rent's $3,500 a month. My bills are $6,000 a month. How much is that? $200 a day I need, 30 days of the month, just to pay my rent and bills. You're acting like you changed my life with $150. I'm trying to truly change your life. I'm trying to make you a winner, and you act like I'm an asshole.
I guess the chat's right.
Something's wrong. What?
I guess the chat's right.
You guess the chat's right about what?
I'm just depressing.
Duh, no big deal.
He does
I'm
sound a
fine
little
with you,
depressing.
bro. You gonna give me a chance?
But that's, hey, it's literally because Mr. Bass is pulling his pimp talk and just trying to ruin Sonic's image. So Mr. Bass can like implant his own personal will onto him right now. Like, that's the only thing I'm reading off of this. Like, one Sonic, you suck, but I can make you better. Don't anything, any of your free will you used to have. No. I can change your life. Look, I don't want these ratty $200 a day donations. Me, I want these thousands of dollar a day TTSs from someone that I can't put my finger on just yet, but I'll find him one day, one Sonic.
Exactly. He's trying to like gaslight it and flip it around where he's saying that like he's being insulted by one Sonic when in actuality you can tell that homie's been being insulted this whole time. Like one Sonic has been being insulted by Mr. Bass throughout this whole stream. He's like reading chat messages talking about homie's dead mom and shit. It's pretty bad.
And we know how IP2 is, like IRL streamers, they normally catch hell 24/7, even from their biggest fans. So, like, the people on Sonic stream hearing Mr. Bass giving him hell are probably agreeing with Mr. Bass at the time just to mess with one Sonic a little bit.
Oh, please, brother, let me fix your life. Please, I'm begging you. Why wouldn't you let me fix your life?
Never said I have mental issues.
Listen, you don't have mental issues. You're probably the greatest man I've ever seen. The handsomest man, the coolest man. Is that how you need to be talked to respond?
What a dick.
You made more money than I've ever seen you make except the $400 a day, and you're depressed? What makes you happy?
I made $830 in 2 weeks ago.
Then why are you homeless if you made $800 in a day? There are people that don't make $800 in a day. Why are you homeless?
Whoa.
Then why are you bragging about it if it's not every day?
I'm not bragging, bro.
Every time I tell you something, you go, I made 400, I made 800, like you're the richest guy.
No, it's just because you say I don't make anything.
I don't even understand.
Yeah, this is when stuff
You want me
starts to go
delete my
bad.
account and everything and just never do this?
No,
Will you feel better then?
I'm glad I helped you.
Am I a multimillionaire from this now? And I don't realize it?
You could, obviously, dude. You're gonna do
My
great.
God.
You don't need me to do it. You know. I'm not saying that.
Oh, God. All that shit you didn't want me to read in the chat's turning out to be true. Like, I could be the nicest guy in the world and you're being so mean to me. You're being so weird. You make no sense.
I don't know, you read a lot of negative comments.
You never told me I wasn't allowed to read the comments. I said I'm going to read every comment.
But it's just like
I'm brand new at this. Why wouldn't I be respectful and read every comment? Bro, you got the most fucking people watching you I've ever seen. You got the second most donations I ever got. And you're crying like a bitch that I'm hurting you.
That's not about hurting me. It's just like, I just don't feel...
You're in my fucking home. I got a Wikipedia. I'm famous, you asshole. I'm helping you. And you're acting like I'm a piece of shit. Wake the up. You see the background that you have? You don't have this background normally.
Anonymous sent $3.
He's homeless.
I get the out of my house, you mother. I'm
Keep
kidding.
streaming, Mr.
I'm
Bass.
being interesting to
Sonic
them. I'm
doesn't
kidding.
understand or comprehend when people are being
So
nice.
yeah, that's kidding. 100%.
Turn this stream off. You're in my house. I don't want you filming. Turn this off. Right now. Turn it off. Turn it off right now.
Yeah, things start to get like pretty
Turn your
crazy.
phone off. Off. Dead. Turn it off. No, you're not filming in my house. I'm going to show you how I could have acted if I wanted to. Turn it off.
It is off.
Turn the phone. No, turn your phone off. Dead. I want your phone off. You will not film in my house. You're gonna treat me like garbage.
This is exactly how he would act if World of T-Shirts had a little bit of pushback in him.
3 hours you wouldn't listen to me.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally, all this guy did is say like a couple things. He wasn't even that harsh about it. Like he just kind of told
How am I gonna do great? You
Mr.
fucking
Bass
didn't
that
even
he
take
feels
note. I
like
wanna know
he's
before you
being
leave. I wanna know
used or
everything
whatever,
I
and
don't
next thing you know, he's flipping out.
I'm feel bad.
And like,
You said that the whole time.
even if you're on stream, right? Who would interpret that as joking? Like, especially the tone he was using. Like, no one would. Not a single person in the world.
But you're being so rude to me.
Yeah,
I
dude,
wanted
he's
to
just like
fucking be rude to you a
bipolar.
little
He's
bit.
just flipping back and forth. So it's really hard to tell if he's being serious. I mean, look at his veins popping out. Seems like he was serious to me.
You don't want
Pimpin'
to
ain't
walk around
easy,
and talk to
Lemur.
people. We promised everyone we were going out to talk to people. We have an obligation to go out. You don't want to. We're amazing. All right, so you promise we're hanging out to stream tomorrow, or are you not sure?
I might not see him tomorrow. I don't know who will fucking...
No. Give me your word you'll stream them tomorrow, then we don't have to. Otherwise, we'll go talk to people for an hour.
Alright, let's fucking stream tomorrow.
I swear to God.
Swear to God.
Okay. You man of your word?
No.
I trust you. I love you. Thank you. I don't want to get all crazy, but
More pimp talk.
I'll get crazy on other people.
Flipping it around
You
now.
know? I'll play with other people. I don't want to pick on you. You don't like this shit, right? Okay.
It's not your
Will
fault.
you give me a few days?
I'm just trying to
adjust and learn
entertain
how you are?
everybody.
You think I want to piss you off? No.
Just want to be fun, bro.
And I want to be out in New York with people telling us what to say to people, with people laughing when we do funny. I want an audience of just hanging out and interacting. I don't want to, we don't need to badger with each other.
Anonymous sent $2. Jason. You have to teach Sonic how to let his anger out. Allow him to yell at you right now as an exercise to release his anger and frustration. Help him to yell at R and stop being too polite for once. Promise you won't hurt him for yelling at you.
I swear to God I won't hurt you. Yell at me. Go, you fucking asshole! Yell at me. Do you want to vent?
Mr. Bass would crack him right in the face if one Sonic said anything out of turn.
Yeah, imagine just instantly. Bam! Right
Just
in the
right
face.
away.
Sonic promises to
Pimp
come
slap.
back.
Bow. It's so funny. What is this? Like 4 or 5 months ago, right? This probably happened.
Oh, this was like a
Mr.
year
Bass.
ago. This was almost over a year
really?
ago. Yeah, this was a long time
A year
ago.
ago. Oh, even to this day, bro. Even if this was a year ago, that makes it 10 times worse, homie. Because Mr. Bass does the same stuff. One Sonic. How do you do this stream stuff? Like, it's always one Sonic who has to teach Mr. Bass how to stream. And the funny part about this, guys, that he's beefing with one Sonic so hard in one of his first live streams ever, or at least one of his more popular ones, is that currently one Sonic and Mr. Bass are in a beef again because Mr. Bass paid one Sonic $700 to stop being homeless again and come chill with him in a World of T-Shirts. But one Sonic got super hammered, spilled drinks on some equipment, and also proceeded to get so drunk at a bar, he doxed himself by, well, I don't know if it would be like doxing himself, but he showed where Mr. Bass and World of T-Shirts was at.
Well, what's the number one thing you want me to apologize to you about? What's the number one thing I hurt you
You
for?
don't have to apologize.
I want to. I want to. What's the number one thing I did so I realize?
You don't have to apologize.
Mr. Bass is already
Was
broken.
it reading the mother thing? What did I do that I would?
I mean, I'm not.
No,
angry.
so I could learn how to be your friend in the future. I want to know. I'm not positive what was the thing
Yeah,
that
and
pissed
you
you off
probably
the most.
weren't even doing it on purpose.
Totally wasn't doing it on purpose. That doesn't mean I shouldn't do it in the future, though.
Yeah, I just felt bad. Dude.
What's the number one thing I did accidentally or intentionally to piss you
Like,
off?
obviously, I don't want to hear about my mom and shit. You know?
So that's big on the list. That's why you're mentioning it. How about that? I promise you it'll never happen again.
He does the same thing to World of T-shirts to this day.
Yeah, exactly. This is still a very big part of his streams is having people donate so they can talk about the person's dead mom.
I don't even know when this
And it'll never happen again, right? But it happens like 10 times a stream. Probably more. I'm like lowballing it.
All right. We'll work tomorrow. I'm going to try very hard not to argue at all with you tomorrow because we argued too much today. So tomorrow should be no arguing. Oh, but we're going out streaming, right? You said we'd stream for an hour.
You said tomorrow, right?
Oh, you're coming back? Yeah, tomorrow. 220 people.
He's like, I'm gonna go back bed
donate to me a
homeless.
little
This
bit, I'll
house
keep the stream
sucks.
on. Like, donate with like questions, and I understand it's not working. I got to go refresh. I learned how to do it. As soon as he goes, I'm gonna refresh. Say goodbye to my peeps.
Peace out, guys. Excuse me.
We go under the bridge.
I gotta walk Sonic.
We live the Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Thanks so much for being here for the Barnyard, guys. I guess we'll end it right there. You know, Sonic continued being homeless. Mr. Bass continued being deplorable, but he eventually found his captain, man. But as I said, this is the end of the Barnyard. Make sure to check out my channel, Major Chilla. And for sure, if you haven't, subscribe to the big homie, the Leapin' Lemur. Drop a like on this video. And homies, we'll catch you guys next time.